basically I've generated what 141 million in 8 years.
How many customers have you helped?
Between high and low ticket, like 50,000.
How many staff do you have now?
So I used to have 100. I actually have 50 now. I cut it in half, got rid of the low talent, and then I just would take a little bit more money and give it to the higher level talent. Because higher level talent, sometimes they can do like 3 or 4 things better than some people can do one.
Yeah.
One of the companies I have does $1 million a month, 70% margin. I own 50%, so I get $350 a month. From that, I spend, 60 minutes a month. These guys, they weren't special. They weren't smarter per se. They just picked better opportunities, and so they were getting better returns for their effort.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just need to be in a better vehicle.
Yeah. It's literally level 10 opportunity, right? So
Yeah.
right now we have level 10 skill sets,
But
the
not a good opportunity. And I think the biggest mistake I ever made was...
No, it's impressive. It's inspiring. Guys, we have Tana Chidista here today. Someone I've known for what? Nearly yeah, good
amount.
Good amount, right?
I knew you were in the space too.
Nah, good amount, good number of years, maybe close to when you first started. When did you first start?
Shoot, like 2017-ish, I guess. It was like, I don't want to...
Yeah, so for people that we're in Dubai right now, we're both planning to basically move here and live here now.
Oh, you're gonna move here too? Okay, sick. All
yeah,
right.
so we'll be seeing...
Poor UK, bro. They lose all their talent.
I know, bro.
I feel like, I think I saw numbers. They're losing more millionaires than any other country right now.
Yeah, I saw last year,
Crazy.
19,000 millionaires left UK to come to Dubai. So it's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
So for people that don't know who you are, how would you introduce yourself? What do you do? Why should people listen to this podcast? What are they going to get out of it?
Well, I mean, so when I'm introducing myself normally, I'm just a business consultant because I don't want to go on this huge tangent. But, basically I've generated, 141 million in 8 years. I started in the fitness space as a trainer. As that started kind of blow up, I started, consulting trainers. That blew up, and then I started getting into full-time consulting. So I still do that and stuff, but like now I'm kind of moving to the big three, at which I consider private equity, tech, and hedge funds. But yeah, man, just business consultant in short, right? And I help people build their businesses. Simple as that.
Yeah. How many customers have you helped over the years?
Between high and low ticket, like 50,000. I think high ticket's like the 10 to 15 range, right? And obviously you get rebuilds and stuff like that. But yeah, we've worked with a lot of people, and I've definitely it's definitely mellowed me out, and I definitely don't get as upset about certain things anymore. Like it's like, oh, your house is on fire. It's like, yeah, it's all good. We'll put water over it, no problem.
Yeah.
You just get used to that type of stuff.
How many staff do you have now?
So I used to have 100. I actually have 50 now. I cut it in half. I think the biggest mistake I ever made was, I don't know if you can relate, but I started just like not being involved in the hiring process. And then I think staff members were just kind of settling, and the culture really got eroded. And then I think a big mistake too is I was hiring full-time positions for stuff that really didn't need full-time. So for example, you might have a setter manager, and then you have a billing person, and then you have an email person, customer support. And I was like, dude, that's not full-time. I just got rid of the low talent, and then I just would take a little bit more money and give it to the higher level talent. And because higher level talent, sometimes they can do 3 or 4 things better than some people can do one.
Yeah.
But yeah, about half now. And I think the biggest thing is I just got rid of the worst players, and then on top of that, I would just make certain people do more tasks, and because they were better, it was actually better for the business. And then I'm involved in the hiring process 100% now. I never hire anyone without a final write-off because it just totally F's up your business.
No, I love it, dude. I went from 50, 60 people to 15, 20 people.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm much more happier. I take way more net every single month.
Yeah.
Way more, 75, 85%.
Oh, wow. Those are great margins.
Yeah. Margins.
Even with your ads, yeah?
Yeah, even with my ads right now. And my team is the lowest, the smallest it's been. Not to say that it's going to be like this, because now I'm adding in an AI platform and a few other fancy stuff. So I'm pretty sure I'll get to 30, 35, but I'm trying to scale to multiple 8 figures, high profit margin, very lean team.
Well,
and
bro,
just...
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and just have killers. This is what I've learned about hiring. One A player can easily replace 5 to 10.
Right.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I think something that took me a few years to realize is it's just a lot of stuff is metrics. So if you're making $1 million a month at 30%, it's the same thing as making 700 at 50%.
Yeah.
It's all this, and then what happens is a lot more stress because it's a lot more clients, it's a lot more staff, it's a lot more this. So you know, just hitting big numbers for the sake of hitting big numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe in the beginning, I think it's big because you want to kind of say you hit it.
Yeah.
But as you're getting older, it's like, dude, it's just not even worth it. It's
Yeah.
like, how much do I make and how much stress do I deal with, right?
Same here. Same. I learned that quite a while ago. Yeah. So I've been having a good time with less people, more profit margin, and it also gives me clarity to think outside of just this space. But let's do like, because there's going to be lots of people that will watch this, and let's do like stuff for the intermediate, like newbies to intermediate, and then let's do advanced stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like one of my favorite docs, I have to just tell you that I have it downloaded. I go back to it so many times, and it's my convos with mega millionaires and billions.
Bro, that gave me so much clarity because I just I was looking for a pattern.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, what?
So wait, what is this doc, by the way?
Yeah. So what Shaq's talking about for those listening is, a couple of years ago, I got elite CEOs of $2 million a month, and I was like, okay, I want to get even bigger, but I couldn't get it there. Like every time I tried to spend, it was like the costs were too high, the operations were too high, the ads were out of control, and then I was like, okay. You know, I saw Hermosi leave the space. I was like, okay. And then I saw Sam Ovens leave the space. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I saw Alex Becker. I'm like, okay, there's something going on. Like this, I can't be this stupid, right? Yeah. And so I remember I started interviewing these people. Like I'd find them either on like intro.co or I'd get introduced to someone. And I would just pay them. And like some of these guys, you know, they were cheap. They were like charging like $500, $1,000 a call. I was like, fuck, I'll pay that shit.
Yeah.
So I get on the call and I would just basically say, hey, like, here's where I'm at. I think I need to be in a new model. Here's why. What do you think? What have you seen be effective? Whatever. And then I was looking for a pattern. And I did 40-something interviews. And the lowest level guy sold for $40 million. So like, oh my gosh, like so terrible. And the highest level guy was like $4 billion. So I'm getting a huge scope. And as I'm going through, I started to realize, I was like, it's the model. Like, and that's even when Hermosi's book came out, right? So I remember like $100 million offers. You have to make an offer so good, da-da-da. And I'd seen it with my clients a few times because, you know, you get some clients, you're like, man, their skill level's like a 3, but they're making more money than this other client. But the big thing I saw was they usually were in tech, private equity, or hedge funds. I was like, why is that? Like, why are they always in those 3? Like 80%. So if you look at the Forbes list, I'd say 80% are in one of those 3. So
they're in tech?
Yeah, so like, let's say Mark Zuckerberg, that's tech, right? What's his name? Ken Citadel, I think. He owns Citadel. Like he makes like 40 million take home a year or something crazy.
Yeah, he owns one of the biggest properties in all of UK.
Right
opposite the Queen's.
Oh yeah.
100 million plus.
He's loaded.
Yeah.
And then like for people who probably in the space they know Hermosi, that's private equity, right? It's like basically you're cutting out the dumb people. So I was like, what's the issue with consulting? The issue with consulting is that if you think like clients like athletes. Let's say this athlete's a 1, this athlete's a 5, and this athlete's a 10. Well, the 10 will get better results because he's better.
Yeah.
And then people are like, well, how can I get a 1 and a 5 the same results? It's like, you can't. And they're like, well, I'll just do it for them. I'm like, well, then you're basically running their business. So it's not a viable model. So what a lot of these guys do is in tech, it's like, let's just take Uber Eats. A dumb person and a smart person order a pizza, they get the same result. So everybody's happy. So great, positive word of mouth. You take hedge fund. Dumb person, smart person, they put money in, they get 10%. Nobody's mad. Private equity, they take dumb people and cut them out. So they're like when I'm taking on a portfolio company, I'm like, are they a good CEO? Yes or no? No, they're out. Do they have a unique offer? No, they're out. They have to have both because I can take my marketing and if I put it behind a good offer, I'll get a 10x on ads instead of a 3x.
Yeah.
Right? And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, so like I'm playing the wrong game.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the wrong industry. And so
what do you classify this?
I'd say like internet marketing, info space, like online business, like, and it's nothing wrong with it. Like, for example, people are listening like, oh, poor you made $2 million a month, 30% margin. Like I was making a lot of money, but it's like I want to keep growing. Some guys don't.
Yeah.
I do. I just really find fulfillment and growth. And I feel like business is one of the best ways to do that. So I just realized, dude, I'm working 100% harder for 10% more revenue. And every time I make more, it's like my margins go down. Like there was literally a point where I was like, I was making more, but I was making less margin. I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'm working harder and making less. What? So that's what I started going into. Okay, I wanted to get into tech. So my first tech was terrible. I have the second one that's in beta phase, so I haven't really talked about it because I hate when guys are like, "Oh, I have this tech thing. It makes no money." And it's like, yeah. So I have that. I have a partner who's in a portfolio company. He's a financial analyst, owned a hedge fund, so we're gonna roll that out because I think like I drive the leads, he runs it, right? Like that's kind of the trade. And then the private equity play, I'm definitely getting into. I'm not like at Hermosi level or something, but I have good private equities. And like one of the companies I have, great offer, amazing CEO, does $1 million a month, 70% margin.